Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do a reading. Pick a card for this 12/12 portal. Hopefully I'll have it up tonight. And so with this 12/12 portal, we should have an increased intuition, prophetic dreams, pre-cov dreams. Your awareness should be heightened here. You'll feel that in. You should just be know things and feeling things, sensing things. It should be stronger. Even if you normally do that, it should feel like stronger for you. Also, it's a time of letting go, releasing, cutting cords, that kind of thing. Final. It's like getting rid of those things that have been nagging at you and finally letting them go for good. So that's the kind of energy. Why do I have a shadow? I don't know why. So I'm going to pull 3 cards here and have you choose your reading. So that'll be pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. So pile number 1, we'll go ahead and use this celestite. Very psychic stone, helps us with that, connecting to that. Here we have some black tourmaline. Of course, this is a protection type of stone, protects us from that negative energy, dark entities, and all that kind of thing. Harmful, toxic stuff. It's for protection. And another very spiritual stone here. It's kind of the go-to, I think, for a lot of things, the amethyst point here. So pile number 1, the celestite, little blue stone crystal. Pile number 2 with the black tourmaline. And pile number 3 with the amethyst. Choose your card and you'll find your reading below in the timestamps. So hello there, those who chose pile number 1 with the blue celestite, and we're starting off our relationship. I was thinking relationships when I saw this card for some reason. I don't even know why I was thinking that, but if it came out, there must be a reason. So we have the Queen of Cups. That's that water element with the Queen of Cups. This could be Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. That could be what you are. It could be someone you're dealing with. It could just be that kind of energy. We could be dealing with some kind of an emotional situation right now, or just this is the energy of this reading could be coming from that space of your emotions, your heart space, your emotions. So we're gonna get more cards out here. What I want to look at with this 12/12 portal is let's start by seeing what we're releasing. What is this that we're letting go of, releasing, cutting the cords with once and for all. Okay, so I'm going to pull some tarot. We have more emotion cups energy. This is the moon. Hangman. Well, I want to say that you've been looking at things that didn't work out the way you'd hoped. Things that you've put a lot of energy, you've put a lot of time in, you've put a lot of energy and work into something. For whatever reasons, it just hasn't worked out, and you've been looking at that, you've been holding on to that, instead of looking forward, instead of trying to try something a different way or see something a different way. And so here we have the Hangman that's going to help you to look at this thing from a different perspective and I want to say finding the truth about why it hasn't worked out. Maybe it's something you've been doing, or not that you've done anything wrong. It's just like maybe you need to try a different way of doing it, a different way of approaching it, a different way of maybe you're trying to communicate with someone and it hasn't been working out very well, and maybe you need to rethink it, and maybe you need to come from a more a pure, more authentic, from your heart way of speaking to this person. Say what you feel in your heart and let them take it or leave it, or let them chew on it for a while. Maybe they won't receive it right off the bat, but maybe they'll think on it, and something will be illuminated within them. They'll see you differently, or they'll see the situation differently. And this could be, any person that you're having some kind of a communication issue with, is what I'm getting. So we're going to do that, but we're also going to release any of that tension. We're going to release that ego. We're going to release that any arrogance we've been, anger and all that kind of stuff with regards to this situation, because it hasn't worked. Those things haven't worked for you in this situation. So I want to say for some of you what I just said, trying a different approach, trying a different way of speaking, coming from your heart space, letting go of that ego. For others of you, what I'm getting is it's time to just release and let go of that situation entirely, because it's just hasn't worked, and it's time to look at where you go from here, from that situation. All right, it's cutting cords and releasing. Look up, look at what the universe is offering you. Look at what options you haven't been looking at, because we have the Ace of Pentacles there, so that's starting something new there. Yep. Now we have a lot of earth energy coming out here for you, and Hierophant. So, I want to say, that's connected here with the Hangman. So you could be coming into a really new way of in your beliefs, in your spiritual beliefs, the way that you practice whatever those beliefs are, bringing it new things into it, or you've tried some new things and you want to be this way or that way for a while, and you feel yourself being drawn back to, the way you did it before. Is what I'm getting for some of you. It's like, okay, I went and I tried this, and it looked good for a while, and it helped me in some way. I thought it was interesting, but it's not really working for me now, and I think I'm going to just go and either move on to something else or learn something else, or I'm going to go back, is what I'm getting for some of you, to the old ways that I used to practice. It's like someone came along and introduced you to something else, and you thought it was cool, you thought it was great, you were doing it, but it's just not working anymore. So that's one scenario I'm getting. Another scenario I'm getting for that is just a getting more serious about learning something that has to do with spiritual things and your spiritual beliefs, your religious beliefs, and getting more involved in learning more. Maybe you've been kind of skimming the surface, or a little bit about this, or a little bit about that, but now you want to learn more about it. You want to learn more about whatever this is we're talking about. So, and this can also be you teaching those things to someone else. Maybe someone's like, what is that you're into, and you start to share that with them more. This could be any kind of thing. You could also be involved in some kind of community thing where others of your, with similar kinds of beliefs, and coming together with them in a community and learning and teaching and just, being with each other and learning and teaching and growing with each other in some kind of spiritual kind of group. Okay? But I see here you have some energies here of earth, of focus on your money and finances and home and the what we call the mundane, but it's, I don't know if I like that word when I talk about that stuff because that's very important stuff, right? We're here in the flesh, we live in the flesh, we're a spirit having this human experience. That's my belief. So this is the human part of it. This is the grounded, earthy energy connection to the earth and what we do for a living, how we make money, our job, our career, finances, and that. And I see you here starting something new here as we're moving through this last month of the year of 2021 and through this portal. Maybe you'll be beginning some kind of new job or getting a raise or getting an idea for something and starting making plans or actually starting some kind of new business or just doing some things differently, tweaking, expanding, trying a new service in your place of business or new products, things of that nature. Just trying something new, adding something to it. It's new and it looks to be prosperous and successful for you. Okay, so that's for some of you there. But either way, whatever it is, it looks prosperous and it looks very positive and prosperous for you. Some of you may be burning the candle at both ends here, I want to say, and you need to take a break through this 12/12 to 12/21. I don't know if I said that yet, but this energy we're looking at from today, 12/12, December 12th, to the solstice, December 21st. And you're going to need, it's a busy time of year, I know that. I mean, we all know that with the holidays, especially if you're in some kind of retail or service kind of situation where it's just busier during the holidays, so you're really busy. You're probably tired, so take some time out and rest, replenish yourself, make sure you're doing the best you can with that because, you want to get through this. You want to enjoy the holiday season and not be all worn out. Definitely some more new ideas and passion for something new. Also, I want to say here, because we had that queen, for some of you, this could be pregnancy, coming into a new relationship, or becoming pregnant, or if you're in a couple, the two of you finding out you're pregnant as a couple, and through this, let's say through this to the end of this year. I'm going to go that far out with that one just because I feel like it. That's what I got. So what are we really releasing here, though? It didn't really, well, I mean, you got the 10 of Cups there, so make a wish, guys, because you are on your way to making something, creating something that you've been wanting, hoping for. And I think as we come into the new year, you're going to be seeing some changes there. This energy of this portal, you're going to be letting go and releasing things that have been dragging you down or holding you back from that. Even your style of manifesting or your own thoughts coming in the way, self-sabotaging things and that sort of thing for you guys. Because really, you're moving forward here. You're turning that wheel with Yule, and you're going to move forward into a more prosperous, I want to say more prosperity, more success in the finances and in job and that kind of thing. We have the Queen of Swords here too, so that's that air sign with that Queen of Swords. She's, that's Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. Could be what you are, could be someone you're dealing with, or could just be that energy right now, the air energy, clarity, mental clarity. purpose, acting with purpose and mindfulness, and getting things all in order, and not taking any crap from anybody. This queen always reminds me of the very strong and articulate and clear in her thoughts, and clear on what she wants to do, and clear on what she's going to take and what she's not. So there's like a no BS kind of energy with you that you're probably feeling. And you also have your high priestess out here. So like I said, beginning of this, where we have this portal, our intuition should feel stronger. We should feel more connected. Where our gifts, whatever those are, we're increasing in those. We're feeling them stronger. We're getting rid of the blocks. We're cutting cords with those psychic vampires and the things and the people and places and all that have been blocking us. And we're cleansing our aura. We're connecting. We're rising up here, connecting with that higher consciousness, that higher self, our spiritual awareness. We're learning more. We're gaining that clarity in those things. Who am I? What do I believe in? And moving forward on that, and really believing in yourself, and believing in your own magic, and believing in moving forward, believing in the universe has your back, and believing that you can move through this end of this year with hopes for the new year, and feeling clearer, feeling more connected, feeling more positive, releasing, letting go of a relationship or a place or where you've maybe been working or something. I just got for some of you, just some things that didn't work out. This lack, I wanted to ask you specifically what we're gonna cut out of our life and out of our consciousness, and you're gonna cut out this feeling of lack, this feeling like you don't deserve to have more. You don't deserve the nice things. You feel like you can't make it. You feel like you can't get ahead. You're feeling abandoned and those sorts of energies. And maybe some of those things have been true at some point. Maybe you've been going through a difficult time. But this is telling you that you need to cut out that belief that things can't get better. Get out there in the world, show them who you are, and you're learning new skills here as well. So we're going to cut away that negative, I can't make it kind of mentality, that nobody loves me, that feeling sorry for yourself kind of stuff. And we're going to start to take more responsibility for ourselves and our own actions. Is what I'm getting for some of you. So we can move forward with purpose, with clarity, and trust, and hope. And those are your messages, those who chose pile number 1 with the celestite. Take care and blessed be. And hello, those who chose pile number 2 with the black tourmaline. Protection, blocking negative energies, protecting ourselves. You're starting off with the 8 of Wands. So let's, we're going to talk about what it is we're releasing, letting go, cutting cords, and what we're going to try to bring to ourselves as we go through this portal. What we're going to be, I just want to say what we're going to be feeling, sensing, what awarenesses we're coming into, and that kind of thing. Any kind of guidance, advice. It's whatever comes out here is what I'm going to give. Get these cards. So 8 of Wands, that's a lot up in the air. It's also, though, a lot of things landing. It's a lot of the, it has that energy of things are up in the air right now and moving in a direction that you have set that course of action, and now we're coming to the fulfillment of that, I want to say. The something you've been working on. Well, we're going to get some more cards out here because we're going to see what we're releasing, and we'll see what that's about. And here we have our first card out, what we're releasing. Well, that's that 9 of Swords, which is that stress, grief, worrying, staying up at night, bad dreams. This is just not a good place to be. You're in a very bad way here. I mean, that person doesn't look happy, right? They're worrying. They're up at night. Their hands in their, their head in their hands, just sick with worry and grief and sadness and dread and all of those things, fear and anxiety, for all of those things that none of us want to be dealing with, right? We have to at times, but we don't want to get lost in that. So that's something we're going to be releasing, whatever's causing that. Like I said, you've been working on some things, working hard. Why are we feeling that way? I want to ask, why are we feeling that way? I don't know. We got the Ten of Pentacles. Are you worrying and stressing about money? Are you worrying that things aren't going to work out the way that you had hoped? Are you worried that some of these things, some of these things that you've been hoping for, it's like getting for some of you, you're coming to the end of, I want to say you tried something, you put a lot of work into it, you haven't had the result that you wanted. It hasn't been enough. It hasn't been satisfying to you in some way, financially or just fulfilling, and so you're kind of upset about that. That's not all, but some of you, I think that's what's got you up at night, your financial situations and all that. But we have the Star out here, and we have the Tower as well, so, my goodness. Okay, what is going on here with pile number 2? You picked the black tourmaline, and that's a protective, like I said. So you've had some negative energies around you. You've had some Tower stuff going on, things shaking up. You've had a shake up, and I want to say, in finances, I'm seeing that energy out here. I don't think that's all of it, but I feel like it's kept you. It's been a wake up call to you. Something has got you going. What am I doing? That's what I want to say. What am I doing? Where am I going? You're looking at the past. You're feeling nostalgic. You're thinking the days were better in the past. Some things happened here that's caused you this grief and this worry and this stress and this, and it's something that happened. It's a Tower energy here. You've got you've been shook up in some way, and it's been a wake-up call to you. Yeah, you're gonna rise up from that, though. We're gonna release that situation and the fallout from it. I mean, we have to go through what we have to go through. There's no shortcuts. You're gonna have to feel it, heal it, do whatever you need to do, work on it, do whatever you need to do to make it better if you can, or to accept it and deal with it, whatever we're talking about here. I want to say it's changing your direction, so you're going to have to rely on that in your guide now. Do some work there with that High Priestess energy and trust your inner navigator. Trust your intuition. Trust the guidance you're receiving. Look for those signs and those things. Look at your own, I want to say get clear in your mind as well. Look at what it is you truly want. Look at what it is you really want to go for. You've got these burdens here. I don't want to fret too much about it because we're talking about this 12-12 portal, and this is where we're releasing this. So you're going to release a load here. You're going to release a heavy burden. And it's sometimes painful when we release things that we've been trying to hold on to or trying to make work, and they're just not. Whether that's a relationship or a career or a business or anything. I mean, it could be lots of different things, but you need to release some things, cut some cords. Who is not Who's dragging you down? Who's that person? You're crossed up. You are crossed up here, pile number 2. And that might be why you instinctively or intuitively chose this protection stone, because you need that protection. Somebody's gotten to you. Someone's been bothering you. Someone's been putting burdens on you. Someone's been very, I want to say, just not nice to you. And they've got you up at night. They've got you worrying. They've got you just all in a dither. And, you're needing to cut some of those cords from that individual or individuals, place, whatever it is that's got you like this up at night in bed, crying and with you, worrying and carrying around this burden. A lot of this isn't your stuff, and you need to let it go. You've got a decision that you need to make here. You need to look at what's true, what isn't, what's good for you, what's serving you, what isn't. And you've got to weigh the pros and cons here. You need to find that clarity and that truth here in the situation with this Page of Swords, and weigh it out and see, because you have it's going to be a significant choice that you need to make. Trust your intuition there. Let your body tell you too. Let your body tell you how it feels, because our bodies know when it cringes, at something. It's because it's bad for you. It might not be bad for the person standing next to you. It doesn't mean it's a bad thing or a bad person, but for you, it is. You understand? It's not about judgment, blame, and condemning anyone for being toxic and all that. That word likes to get tossed around these days, and it's sort of a condemnation for a particular person or something. But because someone is toxic for you doesn't necessarily mean they're toxic, that they are a bad person for anyone. Sometimes two people come together and they're just not good for each other, and they have issues they need to work on and heal within themselves and that sort of thing. So that's the kind of thing I'm getting here for you guys. So if you're feeling like situated, look at you here. You're just all bound up here. You're bound up, you're blinded, you can't decide, you gotta make a decision. Take this sword and cut through those bounds around you, those ropes, that prison you've in self-imposed prison here, because you haven't known what to do. You've been kind of stuck, and there's reasons for that. It happens. But now through this portal, you're getting clear. You're getting heightened awareness. Go into that loving child within here and love that child and heal that child's wounds and love yourself and care for yourself. And remember who you are. And listen to this angel blowing this horn telling you, rise up and get on out of there, whatever that is. Cut those cords, cut those ties. Some of you are going to leave a relationship. Some of you are leaving a job. Some of you are just leaving people behind that have just not been good for you and been toxic, or just keeping you stuck where you don't want to be. And look, see, you're going to walk away from that. You're going to get clear. You're going to walk away from it, and then you're going to get these wands moving in the direction where you want it to go. Directing your life with more clarity, more awareness, and more purpose, more mindfulness, and standing up for yourself, empowering yourself, and not allowing anyone to hold you down and hold you back anymore. And those are your messages. Those who chose pile number 2, the black tourmaline. I want to say carry some of this, or black obsidian, or any of the black, or hematite. Keep yourself protected and grounded, and trust what your body and your intuition's telling you. If it feels yucky and nasty, it probably is for you. All right? Take care. Be blessed. And hello there, pile number 3, who chose the amethyst. I'm going to shuffle up these cards. You chose the amethyst. Pile 3, and you start off your reading with the 3 of Pentacles, earthy energy, This card, it's about, I want to say, you know, what I'm getting is coming together with others and making things work and coming into agreements, and also respecting respecting someone else's opinion and their expertise in some situation. You see these two people looking up here at this guy, and he's elevated up on this bench. He's like doing something. He's like above them in some way, like he knows something they don't. You know what I mean? And so they're going to him for that advice, or they're listening to what he's saying. This is Pentacle energy, so this could be some kind of financial kind of situation where you need to go to a financial advisor, you know, talk to somebody who is a professional at something, or just coming into a business deal with someone also. So those are all possibilities. So let's see, what are we releasing though and letting go with this 12th floor portal energy. And see what we're releasing and letting go, and see what might be, how we're expanding and that kind of thing. Told you in the beginning, this we're having a expansion in our gifts, our psychic gifts, our intuitions, and our dreams, and just raising up in our vibrations here through the 12th through the 21st of December to Solstice. So let's see what else we get. The Queen of Cups, that came out in the first reading. So the Queen of Cups, the Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, water energy there with the Queen of Cups, coming from a place of heart and emotion. Ace of Swords there, getting clear, getting clarity, breaking through the muck, awakenings. We hear that angel blowing that trumpet, waking us up from that limbo. Maybe we've been stagnant in some way, and now we're gonna wake up and start working on something here. You left that card there, and this one here. Been doing some work, and it looks like, look, you got the Empress. So let's just, you got the Fool. Okay. The Fool, of course, you know, we're all on a Fool's journey. We're different phases and different places in our lives. So for you guys, you're at a place here where I want to say, you get that wake-up call, and you're going to be beginning a new phase in life, a new cycle. You're going to begin to change the way you do things. You could be setting off on a journey into a new career, into a new relationship, into a new place, just a new way of thinking, a new way of being, a new way of doing things. It's just, you could be hitting one of those milestone birthdays, or, you know, where you're like, okay, I'm this old now, what am I, you know, where am I going from here? We tend to do that as we go through life. We hit a, you know, oh, I'm 18, I'm an adult, oh, I'm 21, I can drink, you know. It's time for me to go to college, it's time for me to get a career, it's time for me to get married, or whatever. It's time for me to have children. You know, we go through all these stages in our lives. We don't always plan them out. Some of that stuff just kind of happens. But, you know, as we get older and our focus changes, we learn, we grow, hopefully. We focus on this at this age, and then we start to focus on different things. We go from, a lot of us, you know, raising a family, into that empty nest kind of situation where the kids run off to college, and now we're entering, or to wherever they go. And now we're entering that phase of life where we're, you know, free again, where we can do some other things, but we're older and wiser, hopefully. But it's a whole different, you're coming from a whole different space, a whole different place. So that's the kind of energy I'm getting, is one of those kind of scenarios where you're hitting one of those milestone, really life-changing things. Like when you have your first child to when your last child moves out. That kind of, you know, it changes your life as we go through. And definitely have that coming here. We should have the Death card, which of course is transformation, where something ends, close the door on something, something dies, not someone, something ends in your life. A cycle, a phase. You leave your job, you retire, you leave a relationship, you change jobs, you start going to college, you graduate, and you have your fun summer, and then that's over, and now you're gonna enter into a new transformational situation that's something new that you've not done before. So something's ending even just within yourself. Some kind of beliefs are dying within you. Some kind of passions you once had for something. But it's giving way for something new to be born. This is transformation here. Okay? We got the 10 of Pentacles. So I see you guys working hard. You got the Sun and you got Justice, Balance. So what are we releasing exactly here, though? I want to get, what kinds of things are we getting rid of here? Well, you got the Magician. We got all kinds of good cards here, guys. With that amethyst. All right, so, you know, what I'm wanting to say with you guys who chose pile number 3, I think a lot of you have probably already done a lot of that. I think you've already done a lot of cutting cords and releasing and getting rid of toxic things in your life and getting clearer on who you are, your authentic self. And now I want to say with this energy, we're moving in. You know, I want to say with some of you, there may be little remnants of things, but I'm not really seeing a big major kind of cutting off anything other than, like I said, with this death card, I'm getting more of it's an internal kind of change more than like leaving a job or leaving a person or that kind of thing. It's what I'm getting because I just feel like it just feels like you've done a lot of that already. And you've been working and getting clear, and now you're to that space where you're ready to take that leap of faith. You're ready to step into that sun. Something that you released and let go of something already that wasn't fulfilling to you, is what I'm wanting to say. You already had that moment. You already saw it. You already left it. You already said, enough is that. And if you haven't, you're going to, I want to say. Okay? Now, and that's going to be a good move for you because you have the Empress here giving birth to new ideas. I said you're going to find new passions, getting clear on who you truly are, where you want to be, or just getting clear on where you want to be now that you've hit this milestone, birthday or activity, or, you know, like I said, starting a family or getting to that empty nest place and all the things in between. I really just think that those of you who chose pile number 3, you are starting something brand new here, new business or expanding. You are going to be doing these physical changes in your life. But a lot of what I'm seeing here is more internal kinds of changes which have led to that outward changes. And that new phase of your life come in for you, because you had this kind of energy here. I want to say you're letting go of and releasing those things that you were grieving about, you were crying about and hurt about, and I feel like you're releasing and letting go of that pain and healing it. And you've been working on that, is what I want to say. It's not like you're just going to do that now in the next 5 days. It's something you've been doing. I'm really getting an energy for this last reading that a lot of you who chose this amethyst, you've already done a lot of that clearing away. You've already started on that new journey, or you're just about to. You've already brought yourself into more balance, and the sun's shining on you. You've seen some things with real clarity. You've come to this awareness. For those who are, for some of you, maybe it is that's what you're doing now, but I'm really getting a vibe here with someone who's looking at this, that you've already done a lot of that work. There's still some to go, but you're really going to be stepping out here into something new, starting something new, feeling rejuvenated, I want to say, and feeling your vibrations raising with this 12th one portal. You're just going to feel yourself come up out of this, gonna pull off that dark cape and, turn around, look at the bridge there behind you and jump on it with this fool and get across that river with the fool and into the sun, giving birth to something new here with the Empress. There's prosperity here in your cards. There's a celebration, or really, I want to say there's love here. There's magic. I mean, you've. That's why I'm getting that feeling like a lot of you have done the work. You've already really worked on yourself. You still are, but this is just gonna be like more of the icing on the cake kind of thing. You've already done a lot of that. You're just going up to a higher level now. You're gonna move up to a higher level and get out there in the sun and just feel lighter, more empowered, more passionate, and more loving coming from your heart space and trusting yourself more. So those are your messages, those who chose pile number 3. Take care and blessed be.